I welcome you to today's lecture under the use of English series for JAMB UTME, episode 21. And our topic for today is irregular verbs. As you take this lecture, do not forget to make your own notes because you are going to use that note for subsequent revision. And never you forget to activate the landscape view, viewing this lecture by tapping on the icon located around the space that I'm hovering my mouse to enjoy the maximum viewers experience. Without wasting much of our time, let's head straight into the lecture outline. Lecture outline: definition and examples of irregular verbs, practice exercises from WAEC and JAMB/answers. Quick recap of this lecture: you will learn the above in this lecture, and I wish you good luck. Irregular verbs. Take note of the color coding. It's irregular. That's why it's color coded with red. It's irregular. It is not your regular type of verb. Irregular verbs are verbs that do not follow the standard pattern of adding ed to form the past tense and past participle of a verb. Remember, a verb, the features of verb are, okay, they have present tense, they have past tense, they have past participle. But when you want to convert them to past tense and past participle, the past tense or their past tense form, you just add ed. Walked, destroyed. You understand? You add ed to it, past tense and past participle. But irregular verb does not come in this pattern. They don't come in the pattern whereby you have a verb in the present form and in the past form and in the past participle form with different or almost the same spelling, the same preamble or the same template of spelling. Irregular verb does not obey that. An irregular verb might have the present tense might be a particular word, but the past tense might be an entirely different word. That's an irregular verb for you. The past participle might also be an entirely different word, or it can appear in a way that the present tense is the past form. The same present form is also the past participle form. The same spelling, the same appearance, no change. So instead, irregular verb changes in unpredictable ways. So they are unpredictable. So you have to know them by heart. This one is not through prediction. You just have to know them. You have to learn irregular verbs. And irregular verbs are very, very essential. Very, very essential in everyday's grammar. Your everyday's grammar is very, very essential. So let's look at examples next. Example 1 of irregular verb. The base form of the irregular verb that we are about to illustrate is begin. Begin. Begin, color-coded with red, telling you that it's an irregular verb. Begin. The past simple form of begin is began. It's like the past form. Began. The past participle is what? Begun. You can see. Begin. It didn't end with ed. Converting this begin to began. You know that for a regular verb, you just add ed to it and it turns past tense. And the past participle, ed, it turns past participle. But here, an entirely different spelling. Began. Begun. That's an irregular verb. Let's use it in a sentence. He began the race. Yes. They have begun work. Yes. So this sentence is in the past participle, while the first sentence here is in the past tense. Let's look at further examples. Example 2. What is the form? The base verb form of this is break. The past form is broke. Can you see? An entirely different spelling. Ed was not added to form a past tense. Past participle form is broken. 3 different spellings. Present tense, past form, past participle. 3 different spellings. Let's use it in a sentence. Examples. She broke the glass. This first sentence is in what? The past tense. This is the past tense form of break. Broke. The second example here is the glass is broken. The glass is broken. This sentence is in the past participle form. The glass is broken, telling us that the glass is broken, is shattered. Broken, irregular verb. So break is an irregular verb. So you do not have to say broken is an irregular verb. It's the base form that is referred to as the irregular verb, because break is the base form of the verb, but it has different form like past tense, past participle. Example 3. Base form here is choose. The past form is chose. Entirely different spelling. The past participle is chosen. And let's look at examples pertaining to the choose form. I chose red. I chose red. This sentence is a what? A past tense. A past form of choose. Chose. Let's look at the next example. He has chosen wisely. He has chosen wisely. This is in a past participle form, having a past perfect form or past perfect tense. This has is making it a past perfect tense. Okay? That's irregular verb for you. You can see entirely different spellings. No ed added to form a past tense and past participle. Let's look at the next example. Example 4. Base form is opportune. Past form is what again? Opportune. The same spelling. Past participle form is also what again? Opportune. You see? Irregular verbs for you. You have to know them by heart. You have to know them by heart. That's irregular verb for you. You have to know them by heart. This one, it has no prediction. Okay? You have to know them by heart. It's very essential in grammar. Grammar, very, very essential. You use them every day. Most of the times, we Nigerians, we don't use these irregular verbs properly in our everyday speech. So that's why you have to be very, 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 very careful with them in exam conditions, since we are preparing for JAMB UTME 2026. So you have to really be careful with them when you come across them in exam questions in JAMB UTME. So let's look at examples to further illustrate this. The first example here is I was not opportune to. Correct. The sentence here is what? In the past tense. Was is telling us that. So since the present, past, and past participle forms are the same spellings, okay, how then do you know that the sentence is in the present or past form? Because of the was, the verb, other verb that is part of the sentence, because this is the base verb, opportunity is the base verb, but an auxiliary verb like was, helping verb, we use the helping verb to know. That's why it's called an auxiliary verb, helping verb. An auxiliary verb is a helping verb indeed. So I was not opportune in the past form. The next example here is already he has been opportune to choose. Already he has been opportune to what? To choose. Opportune here is serving as a past participle in this sentence. Opportune. Has been is telling us that something that has happened in the past. Past participle. It has happened. It has been rude. It has been rude is a past participle. And so on and so forth, etc., etc. If you have not taken my lecture on tenses, do well to take my lecture on tenses. Click the link in the description to access the link to this series, which is the use of English series for JAMB UTME. Take all the lectures and make your notes and see yourself scoring at least 70 in the use of English JAMB UTME 2026 and beyond. With this, we have come to the end of irregular verbs. Let's take some exercises to test the knowledge we've acquired. Exercises. These questions was brought from JAMB UTME 2016. The instruction says, pick the appropriate option that best completes each gap. Number 1. Shioma says that we should clean up the areas where the sun had dash. A. Shone. B. Shine. C. Shone. D. Shone. What's your answer? Shioma says that we should clean up the areas where the sun had dash. You answered right. The correct option is D. Shone. Shioma says that we should clean up the areas where the sun had shone. That's irregular verb for you. This is the answer. What did you score? A quick recap of this lecture says irregular verbs don't follow a fixed pattern. The pattern of the normal verb, the traditional conventional pattern of verbs, irregular verbs does not follow it, but they follow an unpredictable pattern, an unpredictable flow. That's what an irregular verb follows. You must memorize their forms. That's a must. You must learn them by heart. You must learn them by heart. You can't really predict irregular verbs. That's why they are names. That's why they are called irregular verbs. They are common in everyday English and essential for fluency. Like I said in the beginning of this lecture, you need irregular verbs in your day-to-day grammar. You need irregular verbs to fluently communicate in English. Thank you so much for taking this lecture. Do not forget to subscribe and follow for more at Nkwado Augustine across all social media platforms. Do not forget to drop me a like on this video. Do you have any questions on Knowledge Gap? Drop the questions and Knowledge Gap in the comments, and I will do justice to your questions and Knowledge Gap as soon as I come across them. Hope you made your notes for subsequent revision. I believe that you must have learned one or two things that is going to be beneficial to you in your JAMB UTME 2026. At this point, I'm out.